There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
Hello and welcome to the L-TAC Cup Series Bullmaker 200 live from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We are LSRTV. My name's Zach Taylor. Alongside me, John, for tonight's 80-lap race around Indianapolis. Last time we were here would have been last fall, I think last September-ish. We, stand by. Excuse me. Last time we were here, the setup was relatively loose last time we were here. Same thing tonight. Obviously, a little bit of a hot racetrack tonight. It looks like our track temperature is going to be, our live temperature is 81 degrees outside. It's going to put our track temperature slightly a little bit lower than that. I think we're at 80. Track temperature is going to be about 92, so it's actually a little bit higher than what I expected. Winds are going to be west 13, 14 miles per hour roughly. Rain humidity going to be 59%. Nice, clear, sunny day for these guys.
Very nice, clear, sunny day, yes.
Going to be very slick. And John, what do you expect for tonight?
Well, with this new gym package, we've seen it the last couple of weeks since it was actually released here on iRacing. And honestly, every league that I've broadcast for that's got this package now, the drivers are really having a hard time getting their hands around it. It's back to a driver's car, Zachary, if you know what I mean. There's very little downforce, a little bit more horsepower now. So it's literally in the driver's hands tonight. So it should provide a very interesting show tonight here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
And that it should, as we prepare for pre-race festivities from Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
And welcome back to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the L-TAC Boilermaker 200. This is mic check. Can you hear me now? Been acting up on me all day today. I don't know. How you doing tonight, Zach?
We are doing good, doing fine, doing good. Excited to watch some live Cup Series racing here from Indianapolis in the Boilermakers 200 as these guys take on possibly the hardest track on the schedule with the currently extremely loose setup and a very challenging track conditions.
Absolutely agree with you on that. I've actually taken a couple laps this week to feel for this new package around IRP here, or it's not IRP, but Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And I ain't gonna lie, buddy, loose in, kind of a neutral to tight in the middle, and then very loose off.
Yeah, you know, and this is where we separate the boys from the men. You know, hey, we're at the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're battling for a chance to kiss those bricks. The legends of the sport was made here. You think Tony Stewart, you think Jeff Gordon, you think Dale Earnhardt Jr., all of them have had success at this racetrack. All of them are legends, all soon to be Hall of Famers if they're not already Hall of Famers. This is a driver's track, and I cannot wait to watch these guys take it on tonight.
More on it. Right? Big Bad Ryan Dingler, congratulations on the pole there. That's fantastic. To his outside, Matt Ruchi. Third, inside second row, Anthony Vizzotti from Indiana. I wonder if he's been to this track. Probably has. At his outside, Kyle Green from Florida. Inside row 3, Jeremy Berger in that 2 car from the Atlantic side. Joseph Cosby to his outside, sponsored by Performance Sim Sport. Row number 4, inside, we got Taylor. Inside row 5, James Biden. And 9th to his outside, Mario Lapinto. Looks for some good things from him tonight. What do you think, Zachary?
For rolling off second half of the field, inside row 6, Brett Barrett Morton in the number 9 Phasmophobia car. It's an awesome game. P12 rolling off row 6 outside is the number 92 of Berg Uphold. Rolling off inside row 7, Colin Stone 43 car. Outside row 12, 33 car Robert Pattengale. Inside row 8 is going to be the number 20 car of Joseph. Row P16 outside is going to be Grant Peterson. P17 Connor LaFrance, P18 Tyler Granite, P19 Richard Springer, and rounding out your top 20 is the number 12 car of Logan Hamilton.
Inside of the next row, we got Kevin Frank, 21. Outside row 11, Jeff Brockett, the 11 car. Inside row 12, Stephen Purcell. Outside him will be Nate Christensen. Inside row 13, Sean Hill. His outside 26, Justin Wilson. I believe we have. Goes green here shortly. They go single file.
And these guys are going to go single file here. We're going to test out the speed, the pit road speed. It gives them a chance to, you know, get their pit road speeds down, kind of get those pre-race nerves kind of calmed down, get ready to go. They're going to get to spot their pit boxes here. That way, whenever they come down pit road for the first time, you know, hey, they're human too. It's a very tricky pit road. This is here at Indianapolis, so they get to take a couple moments here and just enjoy an extra pace lap, get calmed down, and get ready to roll off here at the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
It's a fun track to be on. I've actually done a few laps myself here. Not in this car in a race, but B Series, man. And I love Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Like you said earlier, it's a famed track. Got a lot of famous people that have been out there and, you know, brought us a lot of entertainment over the years. Real quick, go ahead, Zach, and take over for a minute. I've still got some technical issues on my end, so give me 1 sec.
Absolutely. As Sean works through his technical issues, we're just going to ride around here on this final pace lap. Before we go green flag, lights off on or lights are off on the pace truck. It does look like the number 8, our pole sitter Ryan Dingler, is going to select the inside lane for this start here, and I don't expect to see a bunch of cautions tonight. You know, hey, these guys, they're some of the best on the service whenever it comes to these next gen cars. So obviously tonight it's going to be I think it's going to be a close battle between the 8 and the 48 car. But caution wise, we should keep it down, keep it low. A lot of green flag racing tonight. Set up tight, loose, like John was talking about earlier. It's kind of a mix of all three. And when you come off the turn, man, you're digging, and you're going to be digging hard. You're going to have that wheel turned right, and you're going to look like your World of Outlaws coming off the turn. So just one of those challenging things about Indianapolis as we get ready to roll green here.
And we do a lucky draw every week for one driver in this, and tonight's lucky draw driver, I'll get that out eventually, is the driver in 16th. Is that what you said there, Mason? That'll be Grant Peterson, that 2 car. In the meantime, the pace car ducks off. Dingler's going to bring him down to the green flag here, and the pit, and they're off. Green flag start, and it looks like Dingler gets a nice little start out to the front there. Zach got about a 2-car lead over Ruchi in the 48. Got Mazzotti back there, kind of slipping in single file formation there. All the way back to 5th, where we have 2 cars. That's going to be Causey and Butcher Benjamin fight for 5th place.
Yeah, and they work through turn 2 here at Indianapolis. Those tires getting up to temperature. These cars ain't even close to being up to speed. It'll take them about 2 laps to get up to speed here fully, as the field single files out the whole way down this long back straightaway at Indianapolis. One of the longest in the sport that's not named Long Pond. As we go down here into turn 3. Looks like the closest battle is going to be for 11th, and that's going to be between the number 9 of Barrett Morton and the number 92 of Barrick Uphold.
Now, I got some pit notes I just found over here in my notepad that these guys were talking about the setup for this race for this car. They've got their hands on. It's relatively stable, they say, but there's going to be a consistent issue of being really loose in turn 2. So they're going to probably be looking for turn 1, turn 3, that area to be their trouble spot tonight.
Yeah, and obviously turn 2 is a very key point on this racetrack. Is that, as I just mentioned, Indianapolis, we've got 2 of the longest straightaways here that's not in Pocono. So in the whole sport. So that, if you can get a good launch off of turn 2, especially if everybody else is struggling there, you could gain serious time, as no other than the number 48 of Matt Ruchi just showed that off of turn 2 that time as he closed up to the back bumper of Ryan Dingler and 8 car.
You're 100% correct on that, Zach. The exit of 2, exit of 4 are the most important parts on this track. They really are. You can win or lose a race right there on exit of the turn. These straightaways are so long. We're about to get a look at that here shortly. Look at that. I mean, we got a coach on track.
We do have a caution. It looks like Richard Springer having a couple of difficulties back there. He'll get him circled around and get it back up here, and hopefully that's not the end of his night.
Yeah, the bad news is he does have some side skirt damage there. Some on the left side whole front of the car is messed up there. But the front end fenders are what's really important here, Zach, and those look to be relatively intact.
Yeah, definitely. And Indianapolis here, you know, hey, these new next-gen cars, John, explain to us what that composite body does. What's the big deal about this new body that's on this next-gen car?
All right, so a composite body, if you're talking about the actual skin of the car, it's a lot like fiberglass. I don't know exactly what the material is they make it out of. Maybe Kevlar, who the hell knows? But that means that these things can actually brush up against the wall or each other and maintain their original fit, their original shape, okay? With metal gives and reforms with the impact and the energy of the impact, right? Well, these composite bodies, they give, but they don't break, theoretically speaking. So they can take the damage and then maintain their aerodynamic shape. Now, the car itself, I don't know if anybody has talked about this recently, but the inside of the car itself, the chassis and the front clip, the middle of the car and the back clip are all bolted together now. And they did that to, they say, lower costs and whatnot, but it's been kind of interesting to watch these teams struggle in real life maintaining parts.
Yeah, and that it definitely has. And fortunate enough, we don't have to deal with that here on the simulation. But you know, hey, that composite body still works the way that NASCAR designed it to here in the simulation.
Yes, it does. They did a really great job modeling that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, hey, you can get up there and knock the wall down 4 times and still be right there with the guy that hasn't hit the wall all night. So obviously, hopefully that doesn't affect Richard Springer too much. It may cost him a couple, you know, percentages of tire wear. His tires may get a little bit higher than somebody else's. But hey, apologize to the tires after you're in victory lane. Am I right?
Yeah, I guess so, man.
Oh, as we continue the pace laps here in Indianapolis. So far, it's been all Ryan Dingler. 4 laps into the race, and Ryan Dingler he kind of stuck up the show the first 2 laps there. He's pulling away.
It's early race, Zach.
Very early.
You got Ruchi back there and Muzzatti both, some drivers to keep your eyes on, especially on these bigger tracks, 2-mile tracks, 2.5-mile tracks. Muzzatti, from what I recall, is a fantastic driver at places like Michigan, Pocono, where the flat turns are predominant. So keep your eyes on him for this race.
Yeah, definitely, we'll keep our eyes on him. Oh, John, who's your pick to win tonight?
Dingler. I gotta go with Dingler, man. I've known Ryan for a while. I used to paint his cars for him. So yeah, I gotta go with Dingler, man.
I think, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I think TBB gets it done tonight. Taylor Butcher Benjamin, that number 1 car. You know, hey, he was fast in practice. I think he may have a little something for him here at the end of this race.
Well, we've got 75 laps left to figure it out. Before we go back to green here, let's talk about the sponsor of the Boilermaker 200 race tonight. The sponsor of L-TAC's series, actually. And that being Tucson Sound Art. Tucson Sound Art introduces an entirely new and enjoyable way to listen to music in your home. Uploading and making your own images and pictures into sound art is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Everyone who looks at the picture will wonder where the great sound is coming from. A single charge will last days and gives you the ability to go truly wireless with no power cables. The speakers are powered by batteries and receive audio via a Bluetooth connection, meaning no one will ever know that the art they're looking at is actually producing the sound. You can also choose images from their expensive collection of high-quality photos. It's the perfect gift for friends, family, and business associates. To learn more, visit www.tucsonsoundart.com. And here we go, Zachary. We're going green next time by, buddy. I think if we can get some green flag laps in on these tires and on this car, this race will get very interesting very fast.
And that it will. The last race here, you know, we had 11 lead changes among 9 drivers. So with that being said, this race has got some big shoes to fill. You know, hey, 11 lead changes among 9 drivers, that's a lot of lead changes, and that's a lot of different leaders. So
absolutely, yeah.
We can have there's a decent shot for this race to really go anyway. And if you're still on the track, you still got a shot.
Absolutely true. I've seen a B race here at Indy where a guy went 4 laps down at the early part of the race, but by the time it was over with, he was literally the only car running with no damage.
Are you sure we're not at Martinsville?
This kind of looks like Martinsville from way up high and just a lot bigger, you know. Well, here we go. Pace truck ducks off the course. Dingler and company bring them down to the start box here, waiting for that green flag to go. And there it goes. Oh, I don't know if you caught that there, Zach, but it looked like Dingler got just a little bit of loose on that restart.
Yeah, and it looked like that those tires did not like him at all. As we go down into turn 1, we're boot scooting down into here.
Yeah, we all sling it down in there, single file back to 5th. We've got a 2-car fight for 5th between Causey and Berger in the 2-car. And it looks like Berger might get, I thought he was going to make it 3 wide for a second there in the middle.
Absolutely, and battle for the race lead. Last week's winner, Matt Ruchi, comes off of his first career win last week, and he's going for the lead down into turn 3 here in Indianapolis.
He got a great exit off of 2 right there, was able to maintain that momentum all the way down that back stretch, takes it into turn 3, gets a good exit of 3, down into turn 4 through the short chute, and this is where he makes or breaks his race right here. Tell you what, it's not quite so important right now. Yeah, look how loose Dingler got. I called it last time on that restart. He's got some loose tires there. But
got one fitting in the back. James Benning with a little bit of loose off of 4, and we saw that happen to Dingler, but he was able to catch it, and unfortunately Benning not quite that lucky.
We're gonna
go to an
yeah.
replay here.
Let's see what happened here.
Absolutely. And he may have got a little bit of help there. Spins back up in front of the field. Everybody misses him. Very nice job by the rest of the field to miss him. Oh, hang on. Yeah, everybody missed him.
And that one last car coming through. I will say this. I love the way the new rims look on these cars, man.
Absolutely.
They do look pretty.
Benning's going to try to catch back up here to the field. And well, that puts us under our second caution of the night here. Where last time we raced here, we had 9 cautions. So we're not, I don't know if we're on track for that yet or not. It's still a little bit too early to tell, but I have a feeling we're getting ready to have us a long green flag run.
It's starting to feel that way. It is. I mean, these guys are just trying to catch their breath, you know, and maybe get a feel for the car. And now they understand that, hey, you know, bumping and grinding is not quite the right call on this track. So maybe we get a long run in here.
Absolutely. And let's talk about Matt Ruchi here. I liked how he got up there and got the lead. He comes off of his first career win last week at Richmond. That was his first L-TAC Cup Series win. He had a lot of speed in that race. How are you feeling about him for tonight?
Well, I mean, you know, he's got that momentum coming in tonight, like we talked about there. That does a lot for a driver's confidence to be coming in off of a win from the weekend before. But this is a long race, and he's got to understand that he's got to take care of that car, take care of those tires, stuff like that, you know. So, you know, it all kind of combines in. But I think I still got to stand by my guy Dingler, man.
Absolutely. I like the commitment you have to Matt Dingler there.
Well, you know, like I said, we go back a good ways, he and I. He was one of my first customers when I opened up my paint shop. So, yeah, I like Ryan. He's a good kid.
Yeah, he does seem like a nice guy, you know. So our past Indianapolis winners, I just noticed this on my pre-race notes here that I got passed down to me here in the booth. Past Indianapolis winners in 2021, Joseph won this race. Now, I bet you cannot guess who the biggest mover last week was.
Let me guess, Joseph. At Richmond, he started 19th. He finished second. That's your Sosa media driver of the race for Richmond. And, hey, you know what? You talk about momentum. 19th to second in one race. That'll do a little something for your confidence going into a track that you've already won at. Yeah, but, you know, at the same time, starting in the middle of the field at this place, it's not going to help your case out.
No, not at all.
And now he's restarting in the back, the very back. So it's going to be a long way to go for him to get up through this field. And as we've already seen, passing is not going to be the easiest thing in the world here.
No, not at all. It's definitely going to be challenging. And, you know, how you touched on it earlier, turn 2, turn 4 is our trouble corners tonight. What do you like? What do you see out of all the drivers in the field that you've seen so far tonight, out of our couple green flag laps, who do you think has the best exit off of 2 and 4?
Well, obviously the guy right now leading the race, he's the only one that's made a good pass since we went green, and I mean we've had 2 cautions already. So watching him make it work, coming off exit 4 right there, exit 2 when he made that pass on Dingler, shows that he understands how to get into properly and get out of properly these corners. It's very important. And I mean, just as important as the exit here at Indy is, Zach, the entry into that turn, because when you go into that turn, it's flat. If you go in too hard on your entry, you're going to blow your exit in a big way. So
absolutely. As we're doubling up here, John, you know, hey, it surprises me to an extent that it surprises me to an extent here that Matt chooses the inside. That surprises me just a little bit. I expected for him to go to the outside after the last wheel spin that we saw from Dingler on the inside on that restart.
Yeah, but that may not have been so much track position on the outside as it was just having cold tires and not remembering that on the restart. He wasn't the only one that got loose. I saw about 4 or 5 cars through the top 20 all break loose a little bit. So I think it's more of a like I said, not used to cold tires on a restart.
Absolutely. And let's re-rack him here, John. Take us away as we boot scoot down into turn 1.
And going down to turn 1, double file here. It's got, well, Matt Ruchi. He took the lead from Dingler about 2 laps before he went to caution here, and he's kept it so far. Dingler in second, Green third, Muzzati fourth, 88 is Causey. He's bringing out your top 5 right there. Ian Berger, you got Thrower, Morton, Butcher, Benjamin, and Uphold are your top 10. Here we go. Green flag is out. And once again, we see that inside line pay off dividends there as far as the restart goes. Ruchi slinging it down to the inside there. We got 2 by 2 by 2 pretty much back through the top 10 here, Zach.
Yes, and Mazzotti into P3 takes that away from Green. As we come off of turn 2, that was a big block off of Jeremy Berger through turn 1 on Joseph Causey there. I'm sure Causey didn't appreciate that very much, as he's going to be looking back to the inside as he clears Bear Morton down the backstretch.
And we'll see, just like at Pocono, we'll see these cars snaking around back there, trying to break that draft of the car behind them as we go down into 3 right here. Great entry right there by Ruchi in that 48. Dingler was a little on the high side on his entry right there. You'll see it's going to slow him up getting down into 3 right here.
Absolutely. And let's see what we can do off of turn 4 here this time, guys. Everybody getting through there clean so far. Single file. It looks like the patience is starting to kick in here as wow, Brian Dingler, huge shot from Masadi going down into turn 1, and he's going to take it back from Matt Ruchi right there in the turn 1.
But yeah, look how loose he got there, man.
Wow.
That apron got wicked loose, was able to still pull it off there, but that was a fun pass on Chapman right there. That was like some Talladega moves right there, you know?
Is that what we call a slide job?
Man. It was sliding. He was wrecking, but not wrecking. You know, I mean, wow.
And like I was saying earlier, these are some of the best on the simulation to do this in the next gen cars. They're good at what they do. How could you not enjoy this kind of racing?
Yeah, man. I tell you, but if I'm Dingler right now, I'm talking to Zai, like, hey, bro, give me a warning next time. You know, that was quite an arrow push right there. You know, some great drafting down the front stretch there as we come across the line, completing lap 11, going down to lap 12. We got a little under 70 to go, and you know, Dingler stepped out to about 2/10 of a start. Sorry, 2/10 of a lead right there to the start. You got Ruchi, Muzzati, Greeny, and Causey in your top 5. So Zach, have you taken a look at yourself at these cars? Have you jumped in and done any laps in them yet?
I have, and I will say I like what I'm seeing. For those of you that have watched the sport since 2019-ish, we've been stuck with a absolutely horrible low horsepower package of where it was wide open at any track you went to. And pre-2019, it was talent-based. And I mean, they were hard to drive. Anywhere you went, you were loose. And that's what we're starting to get again here with these next-gen cars and with the high horsepower. So, you know, hey, it's a driver's car again. And we've seen that on display a couple times, as we saw it right there from Mussadi, as we have a battle for fourth in between Joseph Causey and Kyle Green. But it's a driver's car again, and this is showing that these cars are not easy to drive. That, you know, hey, a 45-year-old dad can't hop into one of these and say, I can do this. You know, this is easy. This is bringing out the talent again, and it's really showing who can drive a race car and who can't.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. So, if you folks at home that are watching want to get in on the Cup Series action here, L-TAC is currently recruiting for a Wednesday night truck series. Series sessions are at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on a weekly basis. They will be running a 25-week schedule that will run alongside the Cup Series in real life. Perform well on the trucks, and you could get invited to race in the Friday Night Cup Series. To sign up, go to the L-TAC Racing League Truck Series page on iRacing or talk to Nolan J. Ripple.
Who would not want to take place in one of these races? I mean, look at these guys. They are sideways. They're driving the wheels off these things. And we still have 67 laps to go in this race.
And that fight between Causey, the 18 down there low, and I'm sorry, the 88 and Green high, and the 18 has been going on for several laps now, side by side with these two. And that's what the fans want to see, side by side racing. Somebody, you know, eventually will come out on top when the other guy either makes a mistake or just misses a mark.
And, you know, eventually, some guy may eventually come out on top. either on top of the wall or on top of the roof or something like that if you're not careful. So that just shows, hey, these cars are loose and they're not touching each other. That is impressive. This is talent, impressive racing from Indianapolis so far.
And respect and patience. Let's put those two words in there as well. I mean, looking right here, though, the 12 on the outside making a move around, causing that 88, trying to take that spot away. Good bumper, door-to-door racing right there.
And look at that back end just dancing around there. Oh, contact! Oh, Hamilton's in the wall. And Jeremy Berger says, excuse me, I'm coming through. And oh, no.
Oh, no. He was so unaware that the 9 car was down there. My goodness.
Oh, no. Barrett Morton's night is over.
Yeah, extensive damage on that car. No front end, no hood. He'll be lucky to get it around without it blowing up on him.
So we're going to get an LSRTV instant replay. And that is a heartbreaker for Barrett Morton.
And here we see it. That was a result of the 2 guys in front of him, fighting for position there. And
there's nowhere to go.
Way up there at the wall. He's way up top at the wall right there. And he's going to just come right down on top of him. I don't think the 12 knew he was there.
And that kind of reminds me of remnants of Brad Keselowski, and I think it was 2019 here.
The wall acted like a bumper, like a little rubber bumper on a go-kart track, and just bounced the 12 right into the 9 right there.
Wow. And that is an absolute heartbreaker for Barrett Morton. Huge hit there. You see all 4 wheels up off the ground. We're glad he's okay. That's a tough pill to swallow.
It really is. So early in the race. I mean, we were only lap 15 right there when that took place. But he can get in the pits, get some work done, hopefully, get back out and salvage some sort of points for the night.
Absolutely. And we're going to take a commercial break here. Give me and John a couple seconds to catch our breath here and refresh, and we'll be back live on your home for sim racing, LSRTV.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing SoundArt, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With SoundArt, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. SoundArt is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about SoundArt, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back here at your home for sim racing, the Bullmakers 200, the L-TAC Cup Series, as they motor around Indianapolis Motor Speedway under a 3rd caution of the night. So far, it's been a very interesting race. It looks like these guys may have pitted while we were under commercial break. Your new top 5 is going to be Taylor Butcher Benjamin. My pick to win, just throwing that out there. That he is my pick to win tonight. Taylor Butcher Benjamin in 1st, Bear Cup holds 2nd, Ryan Dingler 3rd, Sean Dill 4th, and Matt Ruchi is going to be 5th. And we saw a lot of speed there at the end of that last run for Matt Ruchi. Obviously, last week's winner, we already covered the momentum gain that he has, but maybe a little bit of an emotional gain too. after you come off of a win like that, obviously you're very happy, and you're starting to feel a little bit better about your chances going into the next week. So that 48 car, he's got a lot of things going for him tonight, and he's already showed he's got some speed. I still think he may be the one to watch out for. But right now it's all Taylor Butcher Benjamin as he's leading the race. We're going to go double file. John, what are you thinking so far?
I'm thinking we're going to start seeing what this car is all about here if we can get a good 10, 15 lap run in. Get these guys really on some slick old tires. So then you combine old tires with no downforce and high horsepower. And to me, that makes a very entertaining race.
It sounds like to me we're going to see some 1987 Darlington style racing. The way you're talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
That's what I would like to see. A lot of sliding around, a lot of boot scooting, as I like to call it.
Yeah. I haven't heard that term in a long time.
All right. Well, John, take us away here for our first lap under green flag here.
Well, once again, Zach, here we go as the guys come down through the squared off turns, I like to call them here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That's going to be turn 3 right there. They go down through a short chute right here, a little small straightaway, and then back down through a turn 4, and that's where the pace car is going to duck off. Excuse me, the pace truck in this instance. And Taylor Butcher Benjamin will bring us down to the restart box with Barrick Uphold on his outside, Sean Dillon third, Richard Springer fourth, and Ryan Dingler still hanging in there in the top 5. There goes our pace truck, and there is our restart coming up here shortly. He's going to pass through pits right there and coming down to the restart box right here. And it looks like the one car is going to boot scoot on out there, as my friend Zach likes to say. And he got a great restart. Shoots out to about a 5 or 6 car lead over Uphold in the 92.
And he did a bunch of boot scooting down into turn 1 as he boot scoots the whole way through turn 1. As Barrick Uphold says, hang on, wait a minute, I need a dancing partner too, going down into turn 3 as we're 3 wide into turn 3.
3 wide into turn 3 with Dingler, Springer, and Thrower out there. Dingler seems to be having a struggle getting his car to get back down into line right here. Not able to find him a spot, and it's just killing him on his exit of the turns 2 and 4 there.
Absolutely, and Taylor Butcher Benjamin, man, he's all alone. He ain't got no dancing partners down here into turn 3 as we're double file 3 wide again off of 3.
3 wide at Indy, you would think doesn't work, but these guys are making it work right here. And Dingler continues to fall back now. Zachary, I can't help but wonder if maybe he didn't get into the wall or something on that restart.
And that's the way it's starting to appear. He's now Richard Springer. He pulls over to the side there, and it looks like maybe that damage from earlier is affecting him a little bit more than what we thought, as he's going to fall to the back. And now, you know, hey, the whole field's getting single filed out. Everybody's saying, all right, let's just settle in here. And as I say that, Joseph Causey said, hang on, wait a minute, kid. You don't know what you're talking about. Watch me go double file off of turn 2.
Yeah, my apologies there. I was looking at Springer and calling him Dingler. God, I hope they don't gang up on me after the race tonight.
We're going to need security to get out of the racetrack now.
Yeah, my goodness. Well, I'll tell you, this race up here in the top 10, these guys aren't taking anything easy right now. As we cross the line, you know, lap 20 here, so we're halfway to the halfway point there, Zach.
Absolutely, and you know, I've now seen something I don't think I've ever seen at Indianapolis. I just watched James Fanning for a whole lap run the Kyle Larson line, aka up against the wall, the whole lap there. Now it didn't work out for him, but he ran it up there, and that's
that doesn't work out too well there, Indy. It's not conducive to that high line running really. It's not the way that the turns are shaped. They're literally 90-degree turns. That's why we've got 4 of them right there.
It is all Taylor Butcher Benjamin in turn 3. He's got him a dancing partner now. He doesn't have to boot scoot alone. Now he gets to do the Texas 2-step down here in the turn 4.
Are you like a Dancing with Stars refugee? Is that what I'm gathering here?
Oh, no, just, you know, in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood tonight. Maybe afterwards, you and me can go salsa dance somewhere. I heard they got a really good downtown.
Caution's out as we have a fight for the lead.
That saved Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Taylor said it. You know, every caution makes somebody happy, and that made Taylor very happy.
I'm sure it did. As we see the 33 car get himself righted, going back in the correct direction there. That front end's got a lot of damage on it, Zach. You get a really good look at the way that iRacing's model the damage for these composite noses right here.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, we're going to go to an LSRTV instant replay as are we coming? Oh, what is this? 1/16 slow mo here? This is the grandma style of slow mos. We're going pretty slow here.
We see Springer up in that outside line still way up high. I'm guessing he's right up there on purpose.
He saw James Venning doing it. He said, "Hey, maybe there's something up there."
Oh, the 3 just got on the rumble strips there and into the grass, and that'll hook you hard right any time of the day.
And heavy. Oh my
wow.
gosh. Wow. Hard hit. And thank God that this is Indianapolis where Indy cars do 240 miles per hour. Otherwise, that probably would have been a concrete barrier because NASCAR doesn't think to put safer barriers there.
Tell us how.
And as we continue under caution here, and I hate to see that for that 33 car. That's not great news. As Taylor Butcher Benjamin continues to win, continues to lead here under our fourth caution of the night, I believe it is. And John,
sorry about that.
Continue with your question.
I hit the wrong button there. To be completely honest, that blew my mind. So I have no idea what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, with that being said,
sorry, I was trying to minimize the screen and accidentally closed the. Yeah, I hit the X button. Oops.
Yeah. Believe it or not, that X button kicks you out.
Folks, don't be fooled. We really are professionals here. It's just it's been a rough week for some of us. Wow. And we really get with some pit stops. We got guys taking a duck down on the pit road. One of those is the car of Taylor Butcher Benjamin, who was up front fighting for a lead for a while there. Didn't we just have some pit stops? These must be the guys that didn't pit that time.
Yeah, and Taylor Butcher Benjamin said, "You know what? I don't think I want to dance anymore. I think I want to come back here and get me some brand new tires. That way I can do the Texas Promenade." Just been informed that these guys that come down to the road either has came down or has not, which is an interesting way to put that.
I was going to say it's about your only two choices, isn't it?
You already have pit or you haven't pit, so that may be a good little tidbit of information for all y'all out there. It's either you have pit or you have not pit already.
There you go. He is helping. So it looks like Butcher Benjamin's going to drop from the top front row there all the way back to row 7 in the 14th position. He's going to have himself a little bit of an uphill battle. He'll try and get through these cars. We know he's fast, so now we're going to have to see if he's patient as well.
It's Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Why wouldn't he be patient? You know, hey, he's one of the best in the series. You ain't got to look far. Obviously, he's got the most top 10s in the series right now at 40. So he's looking to extend that to 41. That's an all-time Cup Series record at the current moment. So he's definitely consistent. So I'm not saying to have my picks right yet or it's wrong. You know, luck can still happen. But John, I'm starting to feel pretty confident in my pick tonight.
Oh, good for you. These kids these days, Mason, like to pick on their elders, don't they? Well, folks, we're going to go ahead here. I think we're going to see the lights go off the truck here, Zach, this time by. And we'll rack them and stack them for another restart here. Fourth caution, lap 24, coming to lap 25 right now. It's going to give us a little under a third of the way to get to the end of this run, or end of this race, excuse me. And so far, what we've seen, Zach, is pretty much what we expected. A bunch of guys that have a pretty good grip on this car, dealing with just a little bit of a loose situation in the turns. And so far, I think they've been doing well with it. The cautions we've seen, Zach, are guys getting onto the rumble strips and into the grass, which is causing them to spin out.
Yes, and we have to deliver a little bit of an unfortunate update here. I hate to burst anybody's bubble who was hoping for the lucky draw number tonight. But our lucky draw of P16 is currently out of the race, 20 laps down. That's Grant Peterson. Not quite positive what happened there. That was an early exit, but whatever it was, we hate to see that from him. Hopefully, next week, he can get a draw again and possibly win next week. So,
Might have been technical issues he had. Who knows?
Possible mechanical failure.
Yeah.
As we re-rack them, line them up. Let's do a little bit of boot scooting again. I don't think anybody's on 4 fresh tires, so we ain't gonna do any Texas 2-steps. But John, the offer to go salsa dancing is still open.
Man, I can barely walk right now, but thank you so much
Oh well.
for the invite.
Maybe next time. You know, I heard Elvis is playing in town whenever we get to Nashville here in a couple weeks.
Elvis, thank you very much.
There you
Here
go.
we go, folks. Pace truck is about to duck off here down to pit road. Gonna hang that hard left right here. Our guys Ruchi, Causey, Thrower, Green, Dingler, Muzzotti, Granola, Pinto, Purcell, and Morton. Our top 10 coming down to the start box this time. I tell you what, Zach, Ruchi did not get the jump he got that last restart.
No, he did not. Hunter Thrower said, "You're going to go, buddy. Go, go, go." He had his back bumper all over that back of that 48 car. As we come up off of turn 2 here, it's going to be Ruchi first, Causey second, and Hunter Thrower is going to be throwing it down there into turn 4.
So what, all the shenanigans we had right there with Causey and Thrower and those guys has actually given Ruchi almost a little over half a second lead, about 0.6 ahead of these guys. We got a great fight back here in pretty much the entire top 10. You got Dingler there in 8th, the 8 car in 5th, looking to try and get up there and take a spot away. In the meantime, he got Anthony Mazzotti riding behind him here within shot distance. If something happens right there in front of him, he'll be able to take advantage of it like that right there. Look at that. We got 2 cars trying to make a one pass right here. Look at this. Oh, this will be fun. The 48 car, I'm sorry, the 83 car of Thrower. Hunter Thrower just getting ganged up on here.
He's saying, "Guys, what happened here?" Oh, what a save from Stephen Purcell back there. Oh, and somebody behind him doesn't save it, and it's a kill the wall. Oh, major wreck back here. We got Jeff Brogdon, and it looked like James Venning possibly in front of him. Lost it.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
And that was major.
Oh. Okay, well, the guy's smoking. He's going to have a while on pit road. That's a minimum of a 30-minute fix right there.
And he's just going to pull it off and say, "All right, guys, y'all load it up, and we'll head back to North Carolina now to shop in Nashville."
Here comes replay for what happened here. It must be somewhere in front of the 18 car we see right here.
I believe James Venning spun independently.
Oh,
and
that's the 11. I'm sorry.
A couple guys collected him there.
Oh, wow.
I'd like to get an instant replay here of what happened to 333 and see if he had any help going into that, or if it was just possibly a track bar break or something like that. Maybe got him.
Here we go. He just lost it. Just got
like
really
what
loose.
happened earlier, and that's in the same spot that it happened to him earlier, if you remember
Oh
correctly.
my goodness.
And wow, that was Arca
The
break.
rest, I'm about to say the rest of those impacts are just Arca breaking. Those guys should have been woed down a lot right there.
And everybody remember to buy your brakes at Napa and not Arca. That way you're not like that guy.
Oh, Zach. My goodness. All those starving comedians out there. So, Zach, tell me about yourself a little bit. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from the little town known as Bluefield, West Virginia. We're a starving town, very small. Old coal mining town, and coal mines got shut down, and ever since we've just kind of been sitting here at a population of like 5,000. So,
Oh my! Wow.
we're very small, not very big at all. But hey, we got enough people here to play AA football, so that's all that matters.
There you go, man. AA football period. Who doesn't love football?
Absolutely, everybody loves football.
I tell you what, the only reason I didn't go into semi-pro ball myself was I had a bike racing career when I was a kid, and I went in the military. So, military definitely had a big part of that too.
We chose the bike racing over the football, and then he said, "You know what? Bike racing ain't working out either. I think I'm going to the military and get away from it all."
Actually, I raced about 3 or 4 years into my military career. But then I had an incident on track, and the CO was like, "Nope, you can't do that no more." Yeah. Oh no. This was BMX racing back when it was actually BMX racing, back in the late '80s, early '90s, and my brother and I did it for years. Do what?
You just told on your age.
Well, yeah, everybody here knows I'm Papa. I am literally probably one of the only announcers at LSRTV that is an actual grandfather. So yeah.
That is impressive that he is the grandfather. I did not have John past 33, but hey, the more you know.
Yeah. What's great is my grandson, when he comes to visit, loves for me to put the broadcast on the big screen TV. Even though I'm sitting right here doing it, you know, he can just turn around and watch me. He likes to watch it on TV.
We'll give a shout out to little Paul over there.
Yeah, that's my grandson. His name's JJ. Great kid. He's autistic. He's an amazing little boy. I tell you what. I worry though, because he's got that racing blood in him. So I don't think my daughter is prepared for the cost of that. So. I expect that phone call any day now.
Better mortgage the house.
Your grandson wants to go racing, Dad. Thanks.
Thanks for all the great broadcasting work you did over the years. It's highly appreciated now.
I'll tell you, he found a picture of me standing next to my old street stock, and he's like, "Hey, Papa, you drive a race car?" I'm like, "I used to." "You drive Jeff Gordon's race car?" I said, "No, that's just." I just painted it that way, son.
Oh, that's awesome. So Jeff used to drive a Rainbow Warrior car then.
Yeah, I did. I had a Rainbow Warrior style street stock that I drove at Southside Speedway, and for a little while. And I'll tell you what, street stock level is expensive for us little guys, you know. I can't imagine those guys that drive those super late models and all that. But enough of that, Zach. We're about to go back to green here, buddy. And Ruchi's made his way back up to the lead there. He's got Causey right there on his outside. Green, Dingler, and Muzzatti round out your top five. Zach, what do you think we're going to see on this next restart?
Oh, how many times have I said it now? I think I'm up to number 7 or 8 on the boot scooting counter. We're going to go to 9. I think we're going to be boot scooting down into turn 1. Back tires are going to be sliding, and we're going to do, well, more of the scooting than the booting, really. I don't think anybody's going to make very much contact here, but we're going to be a little bit fast down there into turn 1, and I think back end's going to break out on one of these guys, and we may get another quick caution here. I don't know. We've got a bunch of fast guys mid-pack, and it's hard to keep your patience and predict somebody else's breaking point that whenever you may travel a little bit deeper than them. So Joseph Causey on the outside may be in the catbird seat here. I'm not positive yet.
We're going to find out here in just a couple of short turns here when they take to the green. And I got to agree with you, though. I think you're right. I think Causey might be the guy that's sitting where he wants to be for this restart, especially that we've seen the outside seems to just move a little bit better than the inside line.
Absolutely, yes. Come through turn 4 here. Pace truck's going to duck off for safety for a little while here. Hopefully the rest of the race, probably not. John, take it away.
Yeah, but you know, we'll have some positive thinking here. We'll get some green flag laps in. Pace truck is off. They come to the start box right here, and boom, like a shot out of a cannon goes Ruchi out to the front there. But in the meantime, Causey behind him still has his fans full with the 18 car of green, and they're just 2 by 2 by 2, Zach, all the way back to about 12th.
Absolutely, and still double file. This is furthest we've seen them double file, and we're for the top 3. Oh, what a drive. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a great shot right there of how much out of control these cars are. We were just right along on the 12 car there. But, man.
It's like, it's that Barrett Morton, who we saw spinning on the backstretch. I thought for sure that his night was done. He's picked it back up. They brought out the backup car, and he's on his way back up here to the front. He's boot scooting all the way up through here.
That 9 car, that's right. I forgot they did have a quick repair. So that's good news for him because he had a good-looking car in practice. He was one of the faster cars on track in practice and seems to know how to get in and out of these turns best, even in dirty air, which we're watching right now as we watch him try to weave his way through a 3-car pack in front of him. That includes a former leader of this race tonight, Butcher Benjamin, in the 1 car.
Absolutely, and wow, what a save by Butcher Benjamin in turn 1. He's still saving that thing the whole way off of 1.
Yeah, and what's bad is that eats those tires up. When you break traction like that and start dragging those tires across the pavement, it's gonna wear them down a little bit more than you want it to. So that's something he's got to keep his eye on and overheat that tire and maybe just back off a little bit and let him cool down before he goes back at it.
Yeah, absolutely. And John, have you noticed that with these new cars and this wider tire, it's harder to get those back tires cooled down after you get them hot?
It's harder to get it loose, but at the same time, yeah, it's well, they say it's hard to get it loose. I don't buy that. But anyway, you know, yeah, it takes so much because you got so much greater tire surface. In the meantime, we've got a big fight going on up here for second place between Causey and Green, which has let Ruchi jump out to a 2.5 lead just about.
Absolutely. Matt Ruchi said, I'm going to pull the Kevin Harvick strategy, and I'll see y'all next Monday.
Yes. Oh, I love this guy's references, Mason. Can we keep him?
We come up off of turn 2 here, and my Lord, he's pulling a Jimmy Johnson from 2013 down the backstretch. An extra 60 horsepower under that hood. And we got to spin off of 2. Oh, Richard Springer hard off of 2.
Springer involved in another one, but it stays green. Oh, there's the caution flag. I was going to say maybe we'll get lucky and he'll stay down there on low, but he did not. And we are going to go back to yellow on lap 33, just a little shy of the halfway point. And
yeah, it is. Caution. Oh.
We're going to take a quick commercial break as we watch the heavily damaged 6 car of Richard Springer pass us by. We're taking a commercial break, folks, and when we come back, we'll give you a top 20 rundown before we go back to green.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Poncia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Boilermaker 200. I wonder if that's like the drink Boilermaker or if I'm missing something because I don't see it in my notes what this is. Anyway, sorry. The Boilermaker 200 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Tucson Art Sound Cup Series here for the L-TAC guys. Zach, what do you think so far, man? I mean, we've had 6 cautions in 35 laps, so it hasn't been really long green flag runs, but we have seen some green flag racing. What do you think so far?
Dearie me. These guys are starting to look like Bobby Pierce in a super late model out there. You know, hey, they're sliding them back tires around. They're enjoying it too. I think they're having a little bit of fun, a little bit too much fun. And they're making me wish I was out there in these cars. But we're under the understanding right now of our previous outing had 9 cautions, decent shot. We break that, maybe not. Hey, these guys may figure something out here, and we may be looking good. What surprises me is that our podium from last season, none of those top 3 are in the top 3 right now. Joseph Joseph has not quite showed up to the speed that I was expecting for him to have tonight. It surprises me. Maybe this new car is proving a little bit more difficult for him than what we expected. It's surprising to me that he's as far off tonight as he is.
Well, we touched on that, I think, week before last. You know, some of these guys weren't ready for this new car to come out. They really weren't. I've seen some other league guys that run this package to get ready for it. They literally drove the 87s and the old COT cars because they felt that was what closest matched this new package. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I never thought of it like that. So I'm wondering if we didn't have a bunch of guys in this group do the same things. We ride along here, Zach, with Logan Hamilton from Indian Trail, North Carolina, in that 12 car. You got any thoughts for me on this restart?
I think that inside line earlier, I'm going to retract my statement from earlier. Hey, I thought the inside line may have been the wrong way to go, but I'm starting to think it may be the correct way to go. Obviously, it's fast on these restarts. You know, we've seen anybody that's on the inside line, the leader hasn't lost the lead on a restart yet. So
That's true.
I do think that the inside line has a little bit more grip here, and I think that that's going to play big into Matt Ruchi. And the scary thing is that I was talking about it earlier. I was talking to Kevin Harvick reference. I wasn't talking to Kevin Harvick. I was talking to Kevin Harvick reference. That obviously, you know, whenever Harvick gets out front, you know, hey, that's kind of like race over. You know, we all are like, okay, well, this race is over because he's going away, and you won't see him again until next Sunday whenever he gets off the hauler. Now, Matt Ruchi, that could be the same thing here. You know, hey, take a 4. It's got a 4 in the number. Harvick drives a 4. Matt Ruchi drives 48. Just take the 8 off, and there you go.
All right, Stretch. All right, Stretch.
he could very easily, you know, just take off here with it and say, see y'all later. You know, this is my race. So I think Matt Rucci's going to be kissing the bricks here at the end of this one, but I still got faith in my boy Taylor Butcher Benchman as we get ready to go here, John.
Well, we're getting ready to go back to green. We'll be going across the line for lap 37, just a little under halfway. As the drivers approach the start box here, we got Ruchi bringing him down, and he gets a decent start this time. Pretty good start. On the outside, you've got Green in that 18. Got a little push there from Dingler in that 8. It's going to bounce him up there, hopefully past the 88 car. We'll see if he can't clear him here. Surely he does not clear him going into the turn, but he's hanging hard on the outside there, Zach.
Yeah, and you know, he is. He's fighting. He said, I ain't going down without a fight. He's going to fight hard here on the outside. Coming off of turn 2, and he's going to get him. Wow, that's not an easy pass to make in Indianapolis.
No, it's really not. He made it look easy, though, didn't he?
He did. He made it look like he was sitting still all the way down the backstretch here as these cars get up to speed here. And top 5's going to be single file. Well, never mind. The 12 car makes me look like an idiot as he passes Anthony Massotti going into turn 3 and clears him off of 3. So now it looks like the top 10 actually is going to be single file all the way back to Barrett Morton.
Well, let's give you a top 20 rundown real quick, folks. We got 3 guys way out of shape coming off of 2 right there. That was the 12 car you were just talking about. Hamilton got out of shape, and that kind of caused about 3 or 4 cars behind him to wiggle a little bit, trying to figure out where he was going, if he was going to save it or not. And he's going to lose a lot of momentum now here, Zach.
Massotti back. Oh, we got a spin off of 2. And that's going to be caution number 7 for the night. And that is the number 13 car.
Caution 7 comes out for the 13 car. That's going to be Mario LaPinta. Yeah.
That's going to take us for a halfway break.
Yeah, that's going to definitely going to push us past the halfway break. Now, if I'm Mario, I'm considering a number 2. Look at that. He just kind of broke loose right there in the turn. Luckily, he didn't take all those guys with him. That could have been so much worse.
And he did a really good job of keeping his car off of everything. So
he did.
No damage.
Do you have a higher shot of that there, producer?
And now, everybody, let's give a big round of applause to our producer, Mason Hembog, down here. Or Heimbog, sorry, I've been corrected. Mason Heimbog doing a great job with the camera work tonight.
Yeah, here's the shot. That's what I was. He did have a little bit of contact. It was hard to tell from that back angle, but he wiggled and the 92 wiggled, and they kind of made a little contact. That was not intentional in any way, shape, or form. It was just a racing deal, Zach. When you got 2 cars trying to catch themselves, they're both loose, both wiggling on exit turn right there. Usually something like that's going to happen.
Absolutely. And do we consider that a save since he didn't touch anything?
Yeah, maybe. I would consider it definitely a win for that guy because we've already touched on the fact that even though these composite bodies are modeled in pretty good, here at iRacing, they're still ripping body panels off, man. I mean, you know, when you have heavy contact with the wall, it tends to misplace a few of the body parts. So that's definitely something to be looking forward for, is missing the wall when you get out of control like that. And he did a great job of keeping himself off the outside wall and the inside wall.
Absolutely, he did. And you know, John, I just happened to look at my pre-race notes here too. And on my way in today, I flew here to Indianapolis, and my pilot was Barrett Morton, the driver of the number 9 car tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, flew here from Louisville all the way to Indy, and he did a great job tonight. As a matter of fact, there's he live streamed it on his YouTube. It looks like he may have even recorded his point of view with the flight. So if anybody wants to go check that out, Barrett Morton on YouTube, that's one of our drivers tonight, and you can check out his pre-race flight the whole way here.
Where did you even see that?
Cough, Chad. Cough, cough.
Am I being punked?
You are not.
Chris Young been punking me.
You are. I am not. If you would look at the L-TAC Cup Series Cup chat, you would see it.
Oh, the cup. See, I can't do that right now.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And we have a penalty.
Uh-oh. We got a pit road penalty?
We have laid the hammer to Kyle Green. Illegal commitment line violation. He will start from the back.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt right there, man. But we're at the halfway point here, Zach. We're under caution, but we're halfway through this race. So that gives him 40 more laps, possibly 6 more cautions to get back up there.
And you know, oh my God.
I'm just using the law of averages, guys. I'm not trying to be mean here, okay?
I thought that we were talking positively, John.
I am. I'm saying he can get back up there. He can get back up there, even though the penalty is a harsh one and it sucks. He's got 40 laps, and like I said, possibly a few more cautions. And if he can stay out of trouble, he can get back up there. He was a fast car. We saw him fighting a lot in the top 5 there, you know, and he doesn't have any apparent damage to anything, so I think he'll be all right.
Well, if we're going to think positively caution-wise, we can only have 11 more of them.
If that.
We are 2 away from breaking the record tying the record from last season, but that is okay. It is okay to break records. Records were meant to be broken.
That's right. That's right.
It's just this is a record we were all hoping we would not break tonight.
Well, real quick, we're going to go over the top 20 folks so far, halfway through this race. We've got Logan Hamilton up there in first, Jeremy Berger second, Taylor Butcher Benjamin third, Barrett Uphold fourth, fifth, Jeff Brockton sixth, Justin Wilson, Stephen Purcell in seventh, Sean Deal in eighth, Matt Ruchi ninth, and Joseph writing out your top 10. Zach?
Joseph Cossey's going to be 11th. He's 5 spots down from where he started. Ryan Dingler 12th. He's a fast car that we are going to be looking to get back up through there. Hunter Thrower 13th, Anthony Massotti 14th, Tyler Gretna 15th, Barrett Morton, aka my pilot for the way here, 16th, Nathan Christian 17th, Kevin Franks 18th, Mario LaPenta 19th, and Colin Stone rounds out your top 20.
Well, why don't you bring us back to the green this time? Tell me what you're going to think real quick before you do that.
Well, we Taylor Butcher Benjamin, we were talking earlier, obviously he's got a fast race car. He's seen the front before, and whenever he got out front, nobody passed him under green flag. Now, Ryan Dingler got close, but he did not pass him per se, since the caution came out right before iRacing didn't give it to him due to our previous scoring loop. So yeah, Ryan Dingler didn't lead that lap, Taylor Butcher Benjamin did. So technically, whenever Taylor Butcher Benjamin's been in the lead, he's led 100% of the laps.
I'm gonna have to process that for a minute if you'll just.
That's a fun fact. We're getting ready to go with green here. Pace truck's off. Logan Hamilton gets on the loud pedal and we're boot scooting into turn 1.
And we're going to duck down, go single file for these 3 guys up front. That's the 12, the 2, and the 1. That's Hamilton, Berger, and Butcher Benjamin. And, you know, if they can maintain this right here, they got a couple cars to jump in single file with them. But, you know, if we can go green long enough, they can actually stay single file and separate themselves from the rest of the field that we see are doing 3 and 4 wide going into these turns. And, wow, that's a brave move right there. Brave move.
Ooh.
On exit even.
Wow.
And they made it work.
And Ron Dingler said, "We're not. I'm not waiting for y'all anymore. It's go time. You know. Hey, we got 39 laps to go, and yeah, that's great and all. But if I wait around, and all of a sudden I'm going to have 5 laps to go, and I'm going to have to pass all y'all anyway. So he said, I'm just going to go ahead and take y'all now. Go down here into turn 3 and or turn 4. I guess it's turn 4 we're going into now. And he's going to get him one more." Real easily. Stephen Purcell, he passed.
Oh, yeah. Look at the drafting we got going on here. 2 cars, 4 cars drafting nose to tail. And this is a really great shot down the front stretch as we go down through into turn 1. And on the outside there, try to make that outside line where, oh, but he gets a little loose right there. Wow, that could have been catastrophic. Yes, that could have been catastrophic.
Catastrophic? Catastrophic. Excuse my friend over here. Excuse my friend, he forgets how to speak English every once in a while. As we continue down the back strip.
Got 3 wide, actually, maybe 4 wide going down into 3. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, there they go. Oh, we got a caution. Oh, that's bad spot.
Oh, is that green?
That is all green.
That's the other car.
Oh.
That's going to be his second incident tonight that he's been involved with that I know of. And all right, here comes the replay right here. Uh-oh, right there on the exit. I mean, sorry, entrance of the turn. He washed up into the wall.
The line does not work for him.
And
Man, that was...
I can't believe they missed him.
Wow.
I can't believe they missed him. That was outstanding driving by those 2, by the way. Yeah, they missed a little bit, but they didn't hit a car at least.
We that is caution number 8. We're 1 caution away from tying our record now. I'm starting to feel decent. But, John, we have a rules update.
Hey, give it to me.
For the remainder of this race, we will be under single file restarts.
You know what? I do not disagree with that at all. I agree 100% with that. I've seen it utilized for good in just about every league race that I've ever been involved with. At some point, single file restarts were brought out, and it just helps these guys get going green and go caution free for a little while versus trying to fight for a spot the minute the flag goes down. So yeah, I 100% agree with this.
Absolutely. And Jeffrey Brogdon has decided that he's going to go ahead and take get on the Bear Morton plane of success back to Morrisville real quick, and hopefully he doesn't pull a Sully and land into Mississippi on his way back.
Oh my goodness. So with this single file restart we're going to have here, we see some guys ducking down pit road, possibly going to top off, see if they can't go the rest of the way on fuel. I don't see it. Wait a minute, let me look in the notes here. I'm sure he's got something in here about how many tire sets they have.
Not from what I could see, he did not.
All right, I'm looking at the rule book here.
I do not see anything so far.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, I mean, you know, we haven't had a long green flag stint, so I'm wondering how many sets these guys have left over. Thank you, Mason, for getting on that for me.
And what is our longest green flag stand of the night? That is the question.
Well, let's see here. Oh, I'm not in the race. I could just say open up the lap timing, but I can't do that because I'm not actually in the server.
And it looks like our longest green flag run is 5 laps.
Oh. Okay. So they got 4. They had 4 in the pits, so every 20 laps they could pit, really. So I don't foresee tires actually becoming an issue, to be honest with you, Zach.
Tires, you know, tires don't seem to rear that much at 70 miles per hour, so I think they're going to be okay for the remainder of this one, or at least until we get a pretty good green flag run. With those single file restarts, there's a decent shot we get green the rest of the way from here, so we could see fuel strategy play in. playing here at the end of this
Well,
race.
that's what I was looking at when these guys all ducked in to pit road that we saw in the the back half of the field. A bunch of them ducked in. I was just wondering if they're topping off with a thought that they could possibly go green the rest of the way, and if so, they'll be good to go on fuel.
Absolutely, they will. And hey, look at who has decided to make their way up into fifth here.
Joseph, you were putting him down like 5 laps ago, and here he is.
He's just proved me wrong again.
Well, hey, it's not unheard of for a driver to about a quarter of the way through the race realize, oh, this is how I get into the turns. And I do it all the time, man. I've had some races before, Zach, where I'll go almost 3/4 of the race before I finally figure out the best way into and out of a turn, and wind up passing 20 guys up in the last 5 laps. So it's not unheard of. And Joseph, we've seen him do it a few times at some previous races. Well, he'll just take a few, 15, 20 laps to get it figured out, and then look out, boom, there he is, top 5, top 10, real fast.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what's, I don't know if you've ever felt a heartbreak of this, but whenever you have absolutely sucked a whole race, and then that very last lap, you go out, you turn the best lap you've ever turned, and you turn the fastest lap in the race, but you still finish last because you just sucked the first 3/4 of the race.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so obviously it's a good thing that Joseph does not have to deal with that heartbreak tonight, because I don't wish that on anyone. At least he's figured it out 2/4 of the way through, which
absolutely
for better lack of words would be at the halfway point. Since we are on lap 46, we still got plenty of time. There's still plenty of shot that he can go for a second Indianapolis win and join the likes of Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon.
Absolutely. And we're about to find out how good his restarts are right here as they go through the short chute between turns 3 to 4, coming off of 4 now, passing up pit road. You'll see that pace truck duck down to the left, make a hard left turn onto pit road. The guys will get to the start box single file, and we'll see how this works out for him, Zach.
Absolutely, and Pace Truck is going to pull down pit road. We're lining them up at the restart line now, and Logan Hamilton is on the loud pedal as we go down into turn 1, and we already got a caution.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my big hit. Kyle Green's in it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, that's not great. And that is our record-tying 9th caution of the night.
Here's Kyle Green. He had a fast car earlier in the night. Oh, it happened in front of him. Somebody missed a shit that looked like. And, wow, he just drove right into it. Yeah, just drove right into it.
It's not ARCA Brake Weekly. Remember, get your brakes at Napa and not ARCA. That way you're not like that guy.
I'm not pointing the finger. I'm just saying he probably could have checked up a little bit right there and saved himself some agonizing pain and torture, mentally speaking.
He could have been a little bit upset from his EOL from earlier.
Yeah.
If he wouldn't have got that EOL, then
he wouldn't have been back there. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
He's not in that situation. Whenever you get a penalty, you put yourself in that situation.
Absolutely.
So, not really more you can blame for that than himself. He'll go back to Charlotte or Morrisville, wherever his shop's located. Maybe Denver, Colorado. Who knows? When we get ready for next week. As we work our 9th caution tonight, that is our record-tying 9th caution.
Where's the pit truck? Where's the pace truck at?
And
real quick, we're gonna take a commercial break if you don't mind, folks. Get some more water, get some things taken care of here. When we come back, we'll give you another green flag shot at a restart here. Lap 47 now. We'll probably go back to green.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close,
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back to your home for sim racing, LSRTV, as we cover the L-TAC Bullmaker 200 from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm Zach Taylor alongside John, however you say his last name, Martushiano? Mustian. Okay, I was way off. There's no R in there. We're working lap 48, our ninth caution tonight. As John's gonna make fun of me for that one, I won't live that one down for about
No, I'm not gonna say a word.
bad. Anyways, keep in mind, guys, this is the same guy that cannot say catastrophic about 6 laps ago.
In my defense, I'm on some heavy-duty painkillers right now.
And in my defense, I'm still in high school. Anyways,
Oh my goodness.
it's become.
What has Jeff stabbed? Me and Jeff got to talk. Getting these underage hoodlums in here with me like this. I jest.
Deary.
You are absolutely doing a great job, Zachary. Could not agree with our producer any more than that. I'll tell you what, this race, it's, you touched on it. We've only had really a 5-lap run, but if these guys could just get it going, I promise you, we're going to see some entertaining racing from these guys at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Right,
You
Zach?
tell me this ain't entertaining?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like iPacing.
It's like Tony Stewart said, man. If we have more than half the field running at the end of this race, it's a shame for the fans that they didn't get to see more cars tore up.
Of the best post-race interviews ever.
I mean,
Ever.
Indiana boy Tony Stewart. It's like, dude, none of these cautions have been because of an overheating issue. I think we should tape them off solid and see what happens.
Oh yeah. I mean, Tony is an Indiana boy. Tells it like it is. He's fun to watch up in the booth too, man. He and Clint Boyer during the clash. That was fun to watch those two. But here we go. I believe the pace truck's fixing to bounce off the track here, going back to green with Hamilton still up front there. Logan Hamilton in that 12 car gets a great restart. Now we're gonna see if we can't get this to go for a little while, Zach. Get the single file run to get these guys to just, catch their breath and maybe lay back a little bit and chill and get some green flag laps run.
That's the hope as we boot scoot down here in turn 1. All single file. Never mind. Matt Ruchi said, I'm going to go. As he goes down to the inside of Taylor Butcher Benjamin. It's going to take P3. And look at who's coming up behind of him. Joseph.
Oh!
Here he comes.
Wow, the one car of Butcher Benjamin slid a 4-tire drift right there through turn 2. That was amazing to watch. In the meantime, like you said, Joseph not wasting any time here, folks. He's got 5th. He wants 4th. Looking down the inside, going down through the short street between 3 and 4. He gets on the inside of Taylor Butcher Benjamin, that one car, and he's going to seal the deal right here, Zach.
Absolutely, and Joseph is showing off a Chevrolet-style Daytona 24 2022 sandbag here, as he has showed up with speed on race day.
Yes, he has, and he's not messing around. He's got 4th. He wants 3rd now. Sets his sights on the 48 car of Matt Ruchi.
What a save by Joseph Causey there off of 2. He was third tracking the thing all the way off that turn.
Yeah, it takes some. You know, it would be great if we could see their hands when they break loose like that. That's fun to watch those hands in there swatting the bees, man.
Absolutely. And Joseph, man, he showed up in a big way here, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. He's got, like I said, he's got fourth now. He sets a sight on that 48 car.
He's going to get third. No problem. He's
got third now. Joseph currently running some of the fastest laps on track right now. His last lap was a 5.5.3. The leader was a 5.5.27. The car in between them, the two car of Jeremy Berger, ran a 5.5.52. So look for Berger to be dealing with Joseph here any minute now.
Absolutely, and actually, I believe Joseph just ran the fastest lap of the race by 4/10 on the field.
Wow. Man, that's a fast lap. That is hauling the mail right there, man.
He ran a lap faster than the likes of your pole sitter for this race.
And he, like I said, he's got his sights set on Jeremy Berger now in that 2 car in second place, right up on the back bumper. And this is where we've seen him make his moves here, and is getting a great exit off the turn. Oh, but he got into the back of him a little bit, looked like right there.
They were boot scooting off there too.
Yeah, all right, well, they came off a 4 right there. Looked like he tried to avoid some contact with the 2 of Jeremy Berger, so he's going to lose a little momentum, lose a little bit of ground right there to the 48 of Ruchi. But fear not, all Joseph's going to do is let his tires calm down a little bit, catch his breath, and he'll be right back up there, I'm sure, Zach.
Absolutely, and you know, I feel bad for talking bad about him earlier, you know. Hey, he showed up, and he's showing us, hey, guys, I was plenty ready for this car to come out.
Absolutely. You know, so like I said, some guys is just, you know, they take a few laps in a race to get used to the car before they get too aggressive with it. As we see a fight for the 11th spot between Hunter Thrower, with probably the most badass name in sim racing, and Uphold and Purcell there. I mean, seriously, the guy's name is Hunter Thrower. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's 2 of the most masculine names I could think of to give a kid, Hunter and Thrower.
And he's really throwing that car down there into the turns too.
Oh, big wide open out there for the 81 of Grenade, just slung it out there and down into turn. Ooh, wow,
that
there's
ain't
a lot
gonna
of
be good. Wow.
There's a lot of damage on Hunter's right side. I'm not sure where he got that from, but it's not slowing down. Oh, yeah, obviously. I'm just saying, I don't know how long he's had that damage.
I would imagine that came from the wall and side draft central down the backstretch for 11th. They're battling for 90th.
Every point counts.
Figuratively, they're battling for 11th, actually. Obviously, every battle on the racetrack counts. As we come up off of turn 3, and they're going to get that sorted out and single filed out and hopefully go up there and catch the leader. Says, man, that 92 car found some speed.
Yes, he did. Speaking of the leader, Hamilton is out to a 2.5 seconds over Ruchi right now. He's checked out. That's the clean air effect right there, Zach. That car feels great right now for Hamilton, and you know it'll go where he wants it to go.
Whoa, no.
What are you seeing?
No. 43 car in the wall in turn 1 as he got destroyed into the wall. And he is not happy on the radio.
Oh, you're inside the server right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That was not exciting. No caution, should stay green flag. He kept it going straight, but that was interesting to say the least. And that pretty much takes care of every battle throughout the field.
Man, he's way off the pace too.
Yeah, that broke everybody up.
That must have been a heck of an impact. I didn't see it, but man, he's really off the pace right now. Meantime, we've got the fight for second, third, fourth kind of heating up here with Matt Ruchi, Joseph, and Jeremy Berger back there in that 2 car. Now, we saw Joseph kind of storming his way to the front for a while there, Zach, but it looks like that's kind of tapered off now as he's kind of mired in the same spot that he's been in for about the last 3 laps.
You know, if I was the rest of the field, I'd be a little bit scared that he did show that speed so early, because I don't think he meant to show it. I think that he was just kind of riding, and you know, maybe he showed a little bit too much of his hand. And if
Now, we
we
were talking about Hamilton earlier with his lead after almost 2 seconds. It's down now, back down to about 1.3 seconds and closing. Matt Ruchi and those guys are definitely catching him. I think if they figure that out, hey, if we stay in single file line, we can catch back up to Hamilton here. So you've got Hamilton out there by himself, sort of. You've got the top three and their little group, and then from fifth on back, you know, they're all kind of like together until you get to about 10th, and they're about 5 seconds back from that group. So we've broken out into kind of a super speedway packs here, if you will, Zach.
Absolutely, and that is sort of what it is turned out to be here, and that's what these long straightaways will do. Even with the high horsepower, you know, Indianapolis, hey, somebody ain't gonna get very far out, very far away, if you understand what I'm saying there.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
So, as we come down here into turn 4, and Joseph and Matt Ruchi, man, they're running almost identical lap times here. Joseph last lap was a 54.189, Matt Ruchi 54.2. This time by
It's on pit road.
3.6.
Yeah, Berger's on pit road. One of our top 5 has chosen to come down pit road here, and I'm guessing he's going to take some 4 tires and fill this thing up, right?
And that may mean we may not have enough fuel to make it to the end of this one. That's why Matt Ruchi gets the wall off it too.
Ruchi gets in the wall too. It's going to let Joseph Joe get right up on his back end there, pushing him down the stretch. Wow, look at that bump drafting all the way down the back stretch, down into 3.
Wow, that was impressive. That gained them a little bit of time, I do believe. 2 horses work better than 1.
All right, so Jeremy Berger is out of the pit road. He took 4 tires and fuel. So I think
pit stop here.
Oh, we got another pit stop coming down here. Logan Hamilton. Let's see if he can get into his box without any issues. And back there in the back, I see Butcher Benjamin coming down pit road as well. So, Zach, you call it, buddy. These guys are trying to set themselves up for a long run to the end here because we've been green for a while now, believe it or not. I believe we've been green for about 20 laps. No, been green for a while.
Wow, that is, I didn't realize it'd been that long. As we're hauling the mail here off of turn 2, Joseph following Matt Ruchi very closely down here into turn 3.
We'll see how long these guys stay out now. These guys were last on pit road. Matt Ruchi was last on pit road on the lap 39. He took 4 in fuel. However, Joseph was in on lap 39, but he only took fuel. So we could probably expect this tire to start wearing out a little bit quicker than the other guys.
You mean to tell me that Joseph ran the fastest lap of the field by 4/10 on older tires than them?
Yep.
Yes, that's a little bit concerning for the rest of the field, wouldn't you think?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Is that just a little bit scary? That
You know, he like I said, it just took him a little bit of laps to figure this car out, figure out how hard he could push it, and then that's the sign of a great racer right there. Somebody that
absolutely. And okay, so that is now confirmed that these guys cannot make it on fuel.
Nope.
As
everybody's got to pit.
Wow. And Matt Ruchi pulls over and lets Joseph go for the lead. That's a little.
Yeah, he's probably trying to conserve a little bit of gas. He can draft up behind Joseph.
Is that a fuel strategy move?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he just wants to let Joseph pull him around the track for a little while. And I mean, he knew Joseph was faster than him as well as he was driving. So, I mean, that's a smart move right there. Don't put up a big fight. Don't wear your car out. Just let him go. All behind him.
Let's explain why. Let's explain the draft. Let's explain what that air does as it goes underneath your car and just sucks you up. Let's explain that to us there, John, on how.
Well, I mean, with this new package, I haven't quite got my head wrapped around the aero the way it works with the new package. But a basic thing about the draft is the car behind the car in front, the guy in second spot here, that'd be Matt Ruchi, he doesn't have to work as hard. Oh, caution's out. Out the window. Logan Hamilton, our former leader of the race, is turned around on the front stretch right here. And Zach, he's got significant damage on both ends of that car.
Yes, he does. That is a major blow to his night. And wow, that car is.
That throws the fuel question completely out the window.
Yes, that does take the fuel strategy completely out of tonight's race as we were.
Here's the replay. We'll see what happened to Mr. Hamilton in that 12 car. He just lost it. It just snapped loose on him on exit right there of turn 4. And Zach, we talked about that at the top of the show, my friend. Calamity corners, the exits of 2 and 4.
Yeah, and it strikes again there.
That is so unfortunate. He was on brand new tires. That's probably a result of being on brand new tires right there. Because you know, when you're out for so long on tires, you come in and you change tires, you're back on fresh tires, all of a sudden you've got all this grip that you forgot you used to have, right? So
absolutely,
that's really unfortunate right there.
And I've missed one thing here recently. During our last caution, the one prior to this, Mario LaPinta did receive an EOL for commitment line violation, so that did put him back a little bit farther than where he was at. And another rule update for you, John. For the remainder of this race, at least until we have a bunch of more cautions, we will be double file.
Well, here we go with pit stops. Everybody coming down pit road, except for those folks who were caught on pit road or slightly before that caution came out, Zach. So we see that pit road is getting really busy, but we're going to have a few people stay out, I do believe.
Absolutely. And you know what Matt Ruchi's telling himself right now is, man, if I would have just waited one more lap to let Joseph by.
Well, like I said, he was just playing it smart. You know, he can't. Oh, we got the Joseph blew his pit stop.
And that's
going to cost him. Yep, that's going to cost him.
Possibly will cost him the lead, and so did. Actually, it looks like everybody did. Matt Ruchi did blow his pit stall as well. So did Anthony Massotti.
Yeah, that's not really surprising. It's not hard to do. You know.
Old tires.
So that's going to put Butcher Benjamin. Did he not make his pit stop at all?
He's already pit. Butcher Benjamin was
right. He was already on. Yeah, he was on pit road already. Yeah. So he's only got 3 laps on these tires. F that. Well,
he's in the lead or
just seat now, isn't he?
Is that putting him in the lead, or was he a lap down?
No, that's going to put him in the lead. It's showing. Okay. It's definitely showing him in the lead.
Okay, so that is impressive, and that puts him. Well, we saw what happened earlier. He turned into Kevin Harvick on us earlier, and he wasn't passing him on the green. So let's see what happens right here.
Well, these 2 guys in front of him are probably one of them's our damaged car of Logan Hamilton. The other one, I believe, is probably going to try and take a wave around here to get back on the lead lap.
That's what I would assume to happen here.
I can't tell what number that guy is that's behind Hamilton, though. Okay. All right, so that's the night. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. Trying to get their lap back by getting a wave around here. So we'll see these 2 guys get the wave around, then we'll go, like Zachary said, we're going back to double file restart, so we're stacking them up 2 by 2. And Zach, this could prove to be a very, very interesting restart right here.
Yeah, especially since these guys are used to the single file restarts now. You know, hey, nobody's been on that outside here and for a restart in quite some time, so it'll be interesting to see if their muscle memory proves to be strong and faithful here on this restart. As this may be something to look at going forward. The track temperature has dropped 2 degrees in the last 30 seconds.
Well, that is cooling the track off, giving them a little bit more grip, possibly. I was going to say, we started this race with 26 drivers. We still have 21 drivers on the lead lap, so we're not doing too bad with the amount of cautions we've seen so far. It means these guys are trying to keep it off the wall whenever they do cut loose. That's good to see. Here we go, Zach. Why don't you take us back to green here, buddy?
Absolutely. And rolling off P1 right here, Taylor Butcher Benjamin. P2, Matt Ruchi, the very bad Fast 48. Trace of Causey with a little bit of damage, rolls off P3. P4, Joseph, who we just saw is a lot faster than what we all thought. Ryan Dingler, hang on, wait a minute. Kyle Green, P5, in the number 18 car after his earlier spin. He's made a good recovery now. Ryan Dingler's going to roll off P6. It looks like Anthony Massotti, P7, Hunter Thrower, P8. So that's your top 8 for this restart. The pace truck's going to dive off momentarily for the safety of pit road. As Taylor Butcher Benjamin, I haven't got to make this call in a little while. Taylor Butcher Benjamin lines them up, and he's going boot scooting now down into turn 1 here in Indianapolis.
We had a little bit of mind games right there being played as he held off until the last possible second to hammer down on that box right there in the start box. So that was very interesting to watch the mind games being played right there. Hopefully, Zach, we got 16 laps to go. Be 15 next time by, and we'll finish this under green. We got everybody on equal gas. Everybody's got equal tires. So it's kind of like starting all over new with a 16-lap dash to the end.
Absolutely, and here he comes up to P2. Joseph starting to show that hand, but Taylor Butcher Benjamin, my pick tonight, leading this thing.
Oh my goodness, look at that. They kind of just ganged up on the 88 there on the outside of Causey, just trying to draft by him there on the outside. In the meantime, Joseph making a fight for the lead as we exit from turn 4 right here.
Wow, Matt Ruchi, and oh my, here comes Dangler. 3 wide and battle for the race lead. Joseph to the race lead, and oh my God, right thing, oh boy, woo.
Wow, they really sent it in.
Oh no, oh no.
Oh, big crash, crash.
Oh, it's the big one at Indianapolis. Ryan Dingler sent it a little bit too hard.
Got a little bit loose, out of shape right there, washed up into the 2 cars on his outside. They all 3 bounced off the wall, blocking the entire track up right there. We'll see if we can't get a replay here from Mason. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness.
That was interesting. As we're going to back it up for y'all just a little bit more here.
It looked like it might have been
possibly.
Yeah, just nobody realized the other guy was there. It looked like you had one guy going out, you had one guy going in, and they met in the middle. And unfortunately, it wound up with 3 wrecked race cars right there.
3 very fast wrecked race cars. And before we go on, or before we take our commercial break here real quick, rule update again. The race control did not like what they saw with the previous restart, and we are reverting back to our single file restarts. But with that being said, if we come back, we'll line them up, try it again, here on your home for Sim Racing LSRTV.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Poncia. Your art never sounded so good.
And we're back on LSRTV. Your home for sim racing. The best out there. That's us. Boy, this has been an interesting one. The L-TAC Bullmaker 200 live from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's the L-TAC Cup Series. And brought to you by Tucson Sound Art. Tucson Sound Art introduces an entirely new and enjoyable way to listen to music in your home. Uploading and making your own images and pictures into sound art is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Everyone who looks at that picture will wonder where the great sound is coming from. A single charge will last days. It gives you the ability to go truly wireless with no power cables. Sound art looks good in any room of the house. From the front room to the back room to the bathroom. The speakers are powered by batteries and receive audio via a Bluetooth connection, meaning nobody will even know that the art they are looking at is actually producing the sound they're hearing. Tucson Sound Art specializes in creating custom artwork from your personal artwork photos. You can also choose images from their expansive collection of high-quality photos. It's a perfect gift for friends, family, and business associates. To learn more, go to www.tucsonart.com. And
Well done, man. Take a breath. I think you're turning blue over there. So that was Tucson Sound Art's plug, brought to you by the ever enthusiastic Zachary Taylor. Thank you so much, my friend. That was that kind of woke me up a little bit. I'm all ready to go. Let's get this race over with. 12 to go as we line up single file. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to be coming to the green after we exit 3 and 4 right here. And Zach, I'm kind of looking forward to this. I mean, we're going to be going green with about 11 laps to go. We've got 3 of the fastest guys up front. Your boy Joseph came out of the back 20 to lead this race.
he did, and I see what you did there. The back 20, he's in a 20 car. I see what you did.
Smelling what I'm stepping in over here.
Yeah, I do. I like the New York accent too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Somebody passed me that pan over there. Anyways, lining them up single file, and Joseph said, I want to do a little Texas two-step. I say Texas two-step for him because he's about to two-step away from everyone. Down into turn 1, and he is gone into turn 1.
Down into turn 1, he takes the lead ahead of Butcher Benjamin, that one car who's got a mirror full of Matt Ruchi in that 48. And Ruchi down to the inside to making the challenge for second place. It makes it look easy, Zach, with that pass going through turn 2.
Absolutely. He needs to change his car number to 95 because he just said, I am Speed and my name is Lightning McQueen and I'm coming for you, Joseph, down this backstretch.
Nice reference. We got a car out of shape. Keeps it straight and going forwards. So we stay under green. And in the meantime, Joseph's inching out a little bit there to about a half-second lead over Matt Ruchi in that 48. Tyler Butcher Benjamin back there in the 1 car. We see the 9 car of Morton. We saw him all smashed up about 30 laps ago, Zach. Got in, got his repairs done, and now he is all over the back end of that 92 car trying to take that spot away. Sorry, 83 car.
What spot are we looking at here? Oh, we're looking at P9.
P6.
P6.
Mr. Morton.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Mort! Oh, boy!
Oh, he's got burger all over his backside. Oh, goodness.
Whoa. You see, this is what happens whenever y'all tell me where we're looking at. I come back there and we almost have a caution.
And we just hit 10 to go on this lap. 10 laps to go. We're getting down to it, Zach.
Out for the race lead. Matt Ruchi versus Joseph. This is the battle we all came to see.
Inside, he looks to the outside, loses just a little bit of momentum on his entry to turn 3 right here. Goes through the short chute, going down into turn 4. See if he can't make up any of that ground he lost on that horrible entry he had back there into 3. He's going to try and draft up to the back end of Joseph. Meanwhile, Joseph is going to snake all the way down the front stretch, trying to break that draft up, but to no avail as we see the 48 get right on the bumper going down into turn 1.
And down into turn one that is, and if you're Matt Ruchi here, you have to be careful not to heat your back tires up and take care of your tires. If you're Joseph, you have to worry about the same thing on those back tires. Anybody here, if you get your back tires hot, you haven't got enough laps to cool them down and say, okay, I'm going to take a couple laps here, run 410 slower than what I have been, just so I can get them cool. You can't do that now. Hey, we're currently battling for a chance to win at the coveted Indianapolis Motor Speedway, as we have a caution on the racetrack. We have now broke the record.
Well, Justin Wilson in the 09 car is going to be the unfortunate recipient of the guy who brought this caution flag out on that green. See, there's the problem, man. Green on a race car. I'm superstitious, Zach, and we didn't put green on race cars back in my day for a reason.
Back in your day, that would have been back in the 30s, just in case everyone's wondering.
I will drive to West Virginia and put my foot somewhere very uncomfortable on your anatomy, sir.
That is not.
Here's a replay of what happened to our friend Justin Wilson, and it looks like just lost it right there, Zach. He got behind on his steering right there and just wound up looping it, and he's had some heavy contact there. You know, funny story. Down here in South Louisiana where I live, we had a famous cook, guy by the name of Justin Wilson, who had I'm not even joking, his name was Justin Wilson, great Cajun cooking. That's where I learned all my recipes from that I cook with, basically. So, yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there. But he's not having a good night tonight. He's going to need some Tums to control that blood pressure later on from the self-spin.
The problem there is that he didn't have a dancing partner. He was sitting there singing, all by myself.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
We're gonna have to go ahead and put an end to that.
So with that being said, I didn't sound anything like the original singer. I don't own any rights to any music. All rights are to the reserved owners.
Are we going to be going double file on this one? Do we have a word from race control if we're going double file or single file?
We are single file. I love you too, Mason. Just so everybody knows, I do have a Valentine this Valentine's Day. His name is Mason. He's a very nice guy, and I love him dearly. I will be proposing to him at the conclusion of this race on our security card. Since dear old Mason, or not Mason, there
goes the lucky dog car, the 18, I believe that was, getting his lucky dog back.
Lucky dog man coming around here. He's boot scooting without anybody else. All these guys are getting lonely, man. It's a lonely season for Valentine's Day, ain't it?
I'm too sober for this. I do. 7 laps to go, I believe, when we go back to green. I think next time by the lights will go off of the pace truck. So we're going to green with 5 to go, Zach. 5 laps. Settle this out. And
what's our over under on another caution?
I'm not even going there.
Oh.
Not even. I don't know. No, I don't want to upset anybody. Oh. I'm gonna think positive that we're gonna finish this under green.
Oh well, obviously we'll finish it under green. I mean, that's what we're all hoping, right? We're not actual NASCAR here. We finish our races under green.
All right. Well, that being said, let's just go ahead and give a rundown on our top 20 real quick. First place at the moment, holding that lead down, Joseph in the 20 car. Second, Matt Ruchi in the 48. Taylor Butcher Benjamin rounds out third place in the 1 car. Anthony Bizzotti in that 49. Jeremy Berger in the 2 car. Hunter Thrower rides in 6th place in that 83 car. The 9 of Barrett Morton making a great comeback from an earlier incident. He's up to 7th. Sean Dillon, 8th. Barrick uphold 9th. Top 10 is rounded out by the 57 car Stephen Purcell, up 13 spots there. 11th is going to be Joseph Cossey in the 88. Ryan Dingler in the 8 car back there in 12th. Tyler Garrett, the number 81 and 13th. Mario Lapinta made his way up to 14th after that penalty for the last caution flag we had. Colin Stone up to 15th. Robert Pattengale 16th. Kevin Frakes 17th. Nathan Christensen 18th. Justin Wilson 19th. And Logan Hamilton ran out your top 20. Lights are off on the pace truck. Zach, you want to take us back to green, buddy?
Absolutely. Would I ever. And before we go back green here, John.
Please don't sing, Jimmy.
Huh? What was it?
Go ahead.
No, we're not in Nashville. I'm not a singer. how are you feeling about Joseph here? How you feeling? You think you got?
If he can get a good restart, don't spin his tires. I think he's got this race to lose, man. This is his race to lose.
You think he's going to get his second Indianapolis win?
I believe so, unless he has a bad restart right here, or unless that guy way back there in the back hits that fence again.
Oh my God!
I don't know if you saw it or not, but somebody swung way down the inside of the track there, and I really thought he was just going to kamikaze into the pit wall there, but he did not. So here we come down through turn 3 here, Zach. Bring us back to green, buddy.
Absolutely, and just so if the record breakers or trackers are paying attention, Joseph is up 14 spots. He is not your biggest mover this race. Your biggest mover is Sean Dill. He's up 17 spots in that 8th position. So
good night for Sean.
Very good night for Sean indeed, as he's looking to get a top 10. But here we go. Getting ready to go green flag. Here from Indianapolis, pace track, dust off the safety one more time. Taylor Butcher Benjamin lines him up, stacks him up, green flag, burns him up, and we're going down into turn 1.
Great start for Joseph there. He didn't spin his tires. He's out to about two and a half, 3-car length lead right there over Matt Ruchi. That 48 gets his perfect entry down in 1 right here. That's very important. He doesn't want to screw anything up on this first lap going down through the turn 1 and kill his momentum. So he's doing great right there down through turn 2. Coming on that long backstretch straightaway here, Zach, we see a lot of speed built up by these guys in front.
Absolutely. Matt Ruchi got a big run off of turn 2, and that is not, Joseph, I don't know if I'd be giving him that inside.
He gave him the inside though, and here we go down through 3 as we see that power move on the outside though by Joseph. Trying to hold down the spot, fight for the lead. Ruchi's going to be right up next to him going down into turn 4. Very important for him to get a exit right here, but he's got to have a car on the outside. That in the form of Joseph, who uses that momentum and power on the outside, Zach, to take his lead back.
And that it was. Joseph said, if you're going to get it, you're going to have to take it from me. Pride from me. He ain't losing this race. You have to drive hard. But you know who also said that was Anthony Massotti. And he gave it a full sentence. We're side by side into turn 2 for the race lead.
Side by side between Joseph and Matt Ruchi up front for the lead. Down the backstretch, look at the side draft he's going to try and get on the inside of Joseph right here. Matt Ruchi going to drive it down to 3 as hard as he possibly can. Maybe use a little bit of extra brake on the back end of that dive to keep that car steady. In the meantime, Joseph on the outside. We saw this last lap by Zach. He fought through the short chute right here, down through 4, and was able to take his lead back from Ruchi on the outside. Oh, a little bigger.
Oh, wow, what a sideways bobble right there. That cost him a little bit of speed. But that side draft may play off here. And you know what? Anthony Massotti, will he do it going into 3?
Look at this. He's drafted to him. Holy smokes. And he's got some help on the backside there, too, with the above draft from the 2-car, literally, of Berger right there, Jeremy Berger. Man, we got a 4-car lead, a 4-car fight for the lead right here, Zach. Shape it up, coming down the backstretch with 3 to go.
Absolutely, and you have one of the series greatest versus one of the series up-and-comers, Joseph versus Matt Ruchi. Matt Ruchi going for his 2nd career win in the L-TAC Cup Series and his 2nd win in a row as Joseph is trying to get his 2nd win in Indianapolis. Matt Ruchi clear, Joseph falls back to 2nd.
Clears him going through the short chute through turn 4 right here. Pulls his lead out just a little bit further there. Looks like, oh, wow, big wiggle by Joseph right there. It's going to break that momentum as we see the snake drift going down the front stretch here. That would be Matt Ruchi trying to break the draft up of everybody behind him. In the meantime, you've got Massotti diving down to the inside of the 2-car, trying to wrestle that third spot away from him.
Absolutely. We got 2 laps to go here. 2 to go here in Indianapolis. As, oh, wow, the guy back there in 3rd, Jeremy Berger, he's burning them tires up like the burgers.
Yeah, he lit him up a little bit there as he was snaking down the backstretch. Ruchi out to a .25. That's 1/4 of a second lead over Joseph as we go through turns 3 and 4 for the second to last time. I got to think, Zach, that Joseph is probably just cooling his tires off, trying to make a run on the last lap here.
Are you thinking one big run right here on this last lap?
I think so. I think he's trying to save some tires up. Maybe make a charge for him down the backstretch as we go.
Right here.
Oh, look at that.
He's on the outside. Side trip. Let's go clear him into one.
Down the front stretch. A lap. Joseph takes the lead with a power move on exit of 4 right there, going down the front stretch. Gets a good entrance and exit right here. Going down through the short chute through turn 2 now, but he's got Ruchi all over that back bumper. Zach going down the back stretch.
Bump, 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 bump. Get out of my way. They're in the wall off the 2.
They both scraped a little concrete there. It's going to both. Oh my gosh, look at the bump drafting we got.
Oh,
He's not.
Make it back. Side by side into 3. Ruchi goes to the outside, and that's going to do it.
Ruchi messed his entry up right there. That's going to do the race for him right there. Unless Joseph screws up in turn 4 right here. Joseph, for the last time, coming down through 3 and 4. And yeah, look at that. Ruchi's just lost everything. That car is done. It says, I'm just going to take second place down the front stretch. We got it. Joseph for the win.
Joseph.
And they're wrecking. And they're wrecking
across the
4. Oh my goodness. Woo. What a race. What a finish. What a fight between Joseph and Matt Ruchi for second. Jeremy Berger going to be your top 3 right there. Butcher Benjamin comes home 4th, and then Morton comes home 5th. We're going to take a go ahead, Zach.
Absolutely, and if you want to be part of this kind of race and part of one of those amazing finishes, you have got to come and try out their truck series that runs every Wednesday night. It's a 25-week schedule. You do not want to miss out on a sessions launch at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on a weekly basis, and if you're good enough, you're going to get to race in this. Like, how could you not want to race in this after a finish like that?
I'm saying that was one of the most intense finishes I think I've seen in a while. I think we're going to take a quick commercial break, get our whistles wet a little bit here, try to round up our top 3 finishers, folks. And when we come back from this commercial break, we'll have post-race interviews and our final thoughts. So make sure you stay tuned and come on back.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing SoundArt, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With SoundArt, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. SoundArt is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about SoundArt, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, those who have tuned in for tonight's LSRTV production of the Boilermaker 200 for the L-TAC season, sponsored by Tucson SoundArt. Our final results are Joseph in first, second, Matt Ruchi, Jeremy Berger third, Taylor Butcher Benjamin fourth, Barrett Morton fifth, Anthony Muzzotti sixth, Hunter Thrower seventh, Ryan Dingler eighth, Barrett Cuphold ninth. Closing out your top 10, Logan Hamilton. Zach, what you got for the last part of this field?
Okay, where'd you leave off at? My apologies.
With 10th, you're going to come in with Sean Deal in 11th.
Okay, so Sean Dill in 11th. He's up 14 spots, and that is tied with Joseph for biggest mover of the race. Both up 14 spots. Stephen Purcell or Stephen Purcell, Stephen P12. I apologize for name pronunciation. 13th is Tyler Granat. 14th goes to Kevin Franks. 15th goes to Justin Wilson, up 11 spots. That same with the 57 car, Stephen Purcell. He's up 11 spots as well in 12th. Robert Pattengill finishes 16th, down 2 spots. Colin Stone, 17th, down 4. Nathan Christian picks up 6 spots en route to an 18th place finish. Joseph Colsey, 19th. And Mario LaPinta, after a late race, EOL finishes P20. Kyle Green, P21. And that rounds out your top 21.
And folks, we've got our winners, second place and third place drivers standing by for some post-race interviews. So first, we're going to get a word with our third place finisher, that of the 2 car of Jeremy Berger. Jeremy, this is John up in the booth, buddy. You got me?
I do.
Well, hey, man, congratulations on a top 3 finish tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway with this new package. I believe this is my first race with you guys with the new package. So let me get your thoughts, first and foremost, on how the car felt for your third place run tonight.
Me personally, I really like this new package because you have to have some throttle control and steering control, especially here in some of the turns. Yeah, overall, I'm liking this new package.
Zach?
Well, okay, with that being said, hey, okay, you like the new package. How do you feel about going into next week's race with the package? And to further, I got 2 questions. First off, how do you feel going into next week? Solid third place finish tonight. And what do you feel like you could have done to possibly better that by 2 positions and take home the win tonight in Indianapolis?
Yeah, going into next week should be pretty interesting. Haven't ran at Darlington in a little bit because I think that's where we're at. But yeah, I definitely think I could have played some of my cards a little better. Like at one point, I got into the wall when I was literally taking a sip of my drink and wrecked under yellow. That definitely didn't help me. Yeah, just yeah, just some minor things I could have worked on.
Well, Jeremy, still though, I mean, a third place at Indianapolis Motor Speedway is nothing to shake a stick at, buddy. Do you have anybody you want to thank? Any shout outs you want to give for your run tonight?
Yeah, Elite Performance Industries. They make some pretty sick setups, and you guys for broadcasting, and Race Control for keeping up with us.
Well, there you have it, folks. Jeremy Berger, that driver, the number 2 car, brought it home tonight in third place. Great race for him. So now we're going to drag the number 48 car of Matt Ruchi up in here, our second place driver. Matt, this is John up in the booth, buddy. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Well, Matt, my friend, you had a hell of a night tonight. I'm not even going to lie. You guys made it look easy, but I know it had to be a handful. Talk to me about your second place run tonight. How'd the car feel for you, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, that was a great finish. I had a lot of fun. I'm all smiles. It couldn't have been us, but we had a good battle there at the end. I just got loose off of 4 coming to the white. He was able to get to my outside and pass me. Then I had another shot down in the 3, but got a little bit tight there. Just running the top there, but it was. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun from in the car.
So you were super, super fast tonight. Super, super fast. And actually, there's a point in time that I called you Kevin Harvick. How do you feel about Darlington? How do you feel about Darlington going into next week? Do you think you can carry that speed over going into Darlington and possibly better yourself up by 1 position?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy Darlington. I think it's a driver's track. You really got to drive it. You got to be careful. Got to make sure you don't get in the wall, damage your car, keep it clean for the end of the race. but hopefully we get some green flag runs there. Not like to this race, but I'm looking forward to next race, and hopefully we can get another one.
Absolutely.
Wow, somebody who's actually looking forward to racing at Darlington. More power to you, brother. Well, Matt, that's a fantastic second place run tonight. You look strong every week. You got anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, Badger Racing, all of them. Ryan, Anthony, Grant, Hunter, all of them.
Well, there you have, folks. There's your second place driver, Matt Ruchi, that number 48 Chevy Camaro. And we're going to move on up to our winner tonight. Guy who really impressed, driver of the number 20 car, Joseph. Joseph, this is John up in the booth, buddy. You got me?
Yeah.
Hey, man, congratulations on the win tonight. You started way back, kind of in mid-pack back there in 16th, I believe. Climbed up 14 spots for the win. But really, we didn't see you up there in the top 5 until the very latter stages of the race, man. So talk to me about that. Was that a plan of yours, or are you just taking some time getting used to the car? What was going on there?
Well, yeah, I was more of a strategy to just stay in the back. I mean, I knew I was like probably the fastest car on the track because I could easily like cut through the field every single time I'd get back there. So I knew I was probably gonna win, but I was just need to stay out of trouble and not get involved in any wrecks. So that was the plan. Cause I saw everyone was really loose and tight, so I was just trying to cut under them and stay out of trouble. So that's why I was back there.
And okay, well, with that being said, I've noticed that you've really started doing a really good job of coming up through the field here. And last week you were the media driver of the race. So, looking at Darlington, do you plan to kind of keep working your way through the field, or you just whenever you get to Darlington, you're just going to say, you know what? I think that I'm going to dominate this race and come on strong from the very beginning and just lead every lap.
Nah, I think I'd like to like start at the back. I kind of like driving through the field, like seeing, cause for future like restarts in the end of the race. Cause if you just start out front the whole time, if you get put back there, you won't know how it handles. So I think I'd rather like start mid-pack again.
Wow, that's a pretty good answer, actually, there, Joseph. Great thinking also, looking at it as an opportunity to learn how the car will handle. Well, there you have it, Joseph, your winner. Joseph, you got anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight for this run?
Yeah, shout out to Sousa Media, Sherb Graphics, Tucson Sound Art, everyone at Triad Racing. It helps me put setups together, and I mean it's a fixed setup race, but like they still help me drive and practice. Helped me really improve recently, and yeah, shout out to you guys in the booth. Shout out to the race controllers. I know it was a handful today, and shout out to Matt Ruchi for having a good battle with me and remaining clean. That was a lot of fun.
Well, thank you for providing that entertaining fight for the lead for the last few laps. That was great. There you have it, folks. Joseph, driver number 20 car, winner of your Boilermaker 200 here for the L-TAC Tucson Sound Cup Series. Another great run. He was last year's winner, so that's going to be consecutive wins for him back-to-back here in Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Well, folks, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. We are moving to Darlington next week, as you heard Zach Taylor mention quite a few times there. Darlington is going to be one heck of a race to watch. It's either going to be full of caution, Zach, or it's going to be full of some of the best racing you're going to see all year. What are your thoughts on next week, my friend?
Yeah, next week, looking at Darlington, it's a tough racetrack. Hey, it's known for cautions. The Lady in Black, too tough to tame. We go from iconic track to iconic track. 2 crown jewels back to back. Hey, you win tonight. Joseph wins tonight. He wins Darlington. You're dealing with some pretty serious racetracks here, and that pretty much establishes you as one of, if not the best in the series, if you can do that. So, looking into Darlington, I think that it's all talks Joseph and how fast he just exactly was tonight, but you can't ignore Matt Ruchi. He, last week is his first career win. This week looked like he had a shot to get 2 in a row. Possibly could have done it if he wouldn't have went outside into turn 3, but Joseph wasn't giving up that bottom, so there wasn't much else he could go. So, there's a lot of key storylines going into next week. It's going to be fun to see how the setups develop over this next week, if iRacing releases any updates to possibly change the setups at all, as we look into Darlington and the Lady in Black next week.
Well, I tell you what, iRacing's been great about staying on top of developing these cars as they go. So there could possibly be another patch for Darlington. Who knows? We'll find out next week. Well, folks, my name is John Mushton Jr. I'm up here in the booth with Zachary Taylor, down in the production van, giving you all these great images, and Mason Heimbaugh. And for LSRTV, for Tucson Sound Art L-TAC Cup Series, my name is John. We'll see you next week at Darlington. Please make sure to tune in, and God bless.